This is VOA News. I'm Steve Miller. General Abdurrahman Chani appeared on state television Friday as the president of a transitional council in Niger after the presidential guard he leads seized power. It's a coup that has been condemned internationally, but apparently welcomed by the boss of the Wagner mercenary group. We hear more from Reuters reporter David Doyle.
Tiani criticized previous non-cooperation with military governments in Burkina Faso and Mali in the fight against insurgencies in the region. A voice message on Telegram channel apps associated with Russian mercenary group Wagner claimed to be from its boss, Yevgeny Prigozhin. In it, the coup was described as a moment of long overdue liberation from Western colonizers. However, Reuters was not able to confirm with certainty that it was Prigozhin. The message also offered the coup leaders the services of Wagner fighters to, quote, bring order and destroy terrorists.
David Doyle of Reuters. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked Qatar for its position on the Black Sea Grain Initiative in his video address on Friday. He said that Qatar will be with Ukraine in implementing the peace formula, joining global efforts. The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres on Monday urged Russia to resume the internationally brokered deal so grain can be shipped from Ukraine's Black Sea ports, saying that otherwise the world's most vulnerable will suffer the worst consequences. In addition, a Russian missile strike hit a residential complex in a building, Ukraine's security service said in the central city of Dnipro on Friday. Authorities report that 5 people have been injured in the 2 strikes. It's unclear how many missiles were involved. This is VOA News. Sudanese paramilitary leader General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemedi, has made his first on-camera appearance. Hemedi called for the replacement of army leadership on Friday during that first on-camera appearance since the fighting broke out. The fighting has led to the displacement of more than 3 million people and thrown the country into one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. At least 580 civilians have been killed just in Khartoum, which is the capital of the country, and that's according to volunteers and a Reuters tally. Typhoon Doksuri has made landfall in China after bringing deadly landslides to the Philippines. Karen Chamas of the Associated Press.
The storm plowed into China's eastern province of Fujian after bringing heavy rains and gale-force winds to parts of Taiwan. In the Philippines, a week of stormy weather across the main island of Luzon left dozens dead, including 26 killed in the capsizing of a passenger ship. On local Philippines TV channel ABS-CBN News, rescuers were seen helping dozens of displaced people off lifeboats in Mindoro province. China has upped its typhoon preparedness through text messaging and notices on social media. In Fujian, more than 400,000 people had been moved to safety. I'm Karen Chamas.
The U.S. annual inflation has logged its smallest increase in more than 2 years during the month of June. Reuters' Lisa Bernhardt has that story.
According to a report from the Commerce Department, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, advanced just 3% in the 12 months through June, the smallest annual gain since March of 2021. The latest signs of cooling inflation could push the Fed closer to ending its aggressive rate hiking cycle. The reports come 2 days after the central bank raised its benchmark policy rate another quarter point to a level not seen since the global financial crisis.
Reuters reporter Lisa Bernhard. Peru's President Dina Boluarte said on Friday that she would request legislative powers from Congress for 120 days to fight criminality, while protesters continue to demand that she be kicked out of office. Boluarte's Independence Day address from Congress comes as protesters keep up their calls for her to be ousted. Boluarte, who succeeded Pedro Castillo after he was removed from office and jailed last December, has faced waves of protests since taking power, in which more than 60 people have been killed. From Washington, I'm Steve Miller, VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.